In the headlines, another lack of quorum forces Parliament to stop approving €20 million agreement for the second day. Government appoints Sole Inquirer to look into Bulgarian Embassy land case. CEO of Buipa Authority woos investors. And Graphic celebrates Ghana Month with food exhibition. Welcome to the news in brief on Graphic Online. The lack of quorum at Friday's sitting in Parliament once again stopped the House from approving the €20 million agreement between the government of Ghana and the German Development Bank Group. The inability of the House to approve the facility came after the minority once again raised concern over the lack of quorum in the House.
This was after the Majority Chief Whip, Mr. Frank Anodompre, had drawn the First Deputy Speaker's attention that a debate on the motion for the approval of the agreement had been concluded. He therefore asked the First Deputy Speaker, Mr. Joseph Osewusu, who was presiding, to put a question on the motion for its approval, a request the Speaker heeded. But the National Democratic Congress MP for Akache South, Mr. Bernard Ahiafo, objected the motion, saying that a decision cannot be taken as majority of the members were not present.
Speaker, we are ready to now take item 11 on page 4. And we also concluded the debate and yet to put the question, Speaker.
Item 11, the question to be put. All in favor of the motion say aye. Yes, Honorable.
Mr. Speaker, with all due respect, we are about taking a decision. And the law is clear that to be able to take decision, we must have majority of the members present. Mr. Speaker, including yourself, we are not up to 138.
Meanwhile, reacting to Mr. Ahiafo's objection, the Deputy Majority Leader, Mr. Alexander Apenyomarkin, said before the motion on the €20 million agreement, the House had considered and adopted a motion on the Criminal and Other Offences Procedure Amendment Bill 2021 prior to its second reading. He wondered why Mr. Ahiafo, who never raised any objection on the motion on the Criminal and Other Offences Procedure Amendment Bill 2021 prior to the motion on the €20 million agreement, would immediately see the need to raise objection against it now.
It is very rich for him to suddenly, after considering motion 33, because we just took a decision on motion 33, which he had no objection. Then immediately after, he has a problem with the next motion. Mr. Speaker, I find it very rich. Then, two, he now says that the basis for us proceeding is not right. And the Constitution, and the Constitution, and the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, all the submissions he raised, I don't know what legal points he raised.
A sole inquirer to investigate the circumstances surrounding the true ownership of the parcel of land in dispute between the Bulgarian Embassy and the private developer has been appointed by the government through the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources.
The sole inquirer, Justice Kwesi Anto Oforiata, is a retired justice of the High Court and a one-time chairman of the Ashanti Regional Lands Commission. The terms of reference for the sole inquirer is to, among others, undertake a full and impartial inquiry into the alleged encroachment and/or demolition of property on the land being used as the Bulgarian Embassy, and inquire into any matter relating to land in which diplomatic missions in Ghana have an interest whatsoever. He will use a month for the inquiry and present his report.
To the energy sector, Chief Executive Officer of Buipa Authority, Samuel Kofi Jamesi, says the authority is seeking partnerships to develop additional solar power plants which will be tied to the development of hydro in Ghana. He is therefore calling on institutional investors, private financiers and the global energy market leaders to partner the Buipa Authority to achieve the net zero target through the installation of solar PVs and hybridization of solar power with hydropower. Mr. Jamesi was speaking at the Powering Africa Summit in Washington, D.C., USA, under the theme, Capital Flows Underpinning the Energy Transition.
We are also looking for investors. And it is good to know that until now, all the contracts that we've signed between ourselves, Big Power Authority, and all our investors, we have not defaulted. We have paid on time, and when it comes to financial structures, we do EPC plus F or tariff, and we have not defaulted. So if we're expanding, we need more investors, and we will not default.
There was laughter, merrymaking, and lots of food to eat at the premises of the Graphic Communications Group Limited when the company organized an interdepartmental food exhibition today. The event is part of activities lined up to mark the Ghana Month celebration on the theme, One Ghana, One People.
Various Ghanaian dishes were showcased for staff to taste. The stands were lined up with assorted dishes such as fried yam and chicken with local beverages from the news department, abolo, yake akpaklami from the technical services department, fufu with goat light soup from the marketing department, tilapia, pork and pepper sauce from G-Park, a subsidiary of the company, banku with fish from the human resource and administration, and jollof rice with chicken and goat meat from the managing director's office. There was also wachi and kinky.
News in Brief was brought to you by Graphic News Plus.
Download your Graphic News Plus now and choose your preferred package daily, weekly, monthly, and annually, and access free news on various interest areas as well. Graphic News Plus, connecting people through news.
Thank you for watching today's edition. Stay safe and protect yourself from COVID-19. For more news, visit graphic.com.gh or log on to Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube at Graphic GH. I'm Ama Echa Amankwa Befi.